Hey guys, I hope you all are doing good. This is Dr. Simran and you are watching Dentistry. Here at Dentistry, I make videos on dentistry and dental related topics. So if you find these videos useful, please do consider subscribing and click the bell icon so that you get updates whenever I post a new video. So today we will be seeing what are the parts of a removable dental prosthesis. So stay tuned. Removable prosthodontics is defined as the replacement of missing teeth and supporting tissues with the prosthesis designed to be removed by the wearer. So the removable partial denture is basically of two types, the acrylic and the cast partial. The acrylic one is made up of acrylic resin with a clasp made up of a wrought iron. Mostly we usually see this type in our clinical setups, whereas the cast partial is made by lost wax casting method and various components are used in a cast partial denture. Each one has a specific function and the design, the position and the location of each component in a cast partial vary according to the individual needs. So now let's see the parts of a removable partial denture, but particularly we are talking about the parts of a cast partial denture. The components of a typical cast partial denture are the major connector, the minor connector, rest, direct retainer, indirect retainer, and the denture base and artificial teeth. So now let's see them one by one. So first let's see the major connector. So this component over here which you can see forms the major part of the cast partial denture and forms the framework of the cast partial denture is our major connector. So this is our major connector. So this major connector is a part of a removable partial denture which connects the components on one side of the arch to those on the opposite side of the arch, and it is a unit of the RPD to which all other components are directly or indirectly attached to. You can see it is the largest component of the RPD, and this component also provides cross arch stabilization which helps to resist the displacement by functional stresses. And there are various types of major connectors which we can discuss in a separate video. So now let's see the minor connectors. So these parts in blue over here are the minor connectors. So these are the minor connectors. The minor connector serves as the connecting link between the major connector and all the other parts of the removable partial denture. So we can see here like the minor connector connects the major connector to the direct retainer, to the rest and also to the denture base. So basically it is a connecting link between the major connector and all the other parts of the cast partial denture. In addition to joining the denture parts, the minor connector transfers the functional stresses to the abutment teeth as well. So now let's move on to the next component, that is our rest. So the rests are these portions in green, you can see are rests. So the rests are the metallic extensions in the denture framework that extend over the occlusal or the lingual surfaces of the supporting teeth. The main function of the rest is to transmit the occlusal forces acting on the denture along the long axis of the abutment teeth. So the rest provides the vertical support, maintains the plane position and distributes the load to the abutment teeth. And the depression that is created on the tooth on which the rest is going to be seated is called as a rest seat. So the rest seats and the rest provide efficient resistance to the functional chewing forces. So now retention in an RPD is an important factor as it can get easily dislodged by the functional stresses or from the sticky food or also from the gravitational forces that acts in cases of maxillary dentures. So we need retention and we also can't use cements because it has to be removed by the patient. So therefore the retentive features are very crucial in a removable partial denture, and here for retention we use direct retainers. So this you can see here is our direct retainer. So it is a clasp or an attachment placed on the abutment tooth for the purpose of holding a removable dental prosthesis in a position. So a direct retainer is a unit of removable dental prosthesis that engages an abutment tooth or the implant and resists the displacement forces on the prosthesis. So this helps in the retention of the prosthesis and prevents dislodgement. So in a direct retainer, we have a retentive arm. This is the retentive arm. Then we have a rest and then the reciprocal arm. This unit of direct retainer engages the tooth, the abutment tooth, and prevents the dislodgement of the RPD. So this is the retentive arm, this is a rest, and this is the reciprocal arm. Another type of retainer is an indirect retainer. So this is an indirect retainer. These are important for the distal extension cases or when the support from the abutment is not adequate or that is not strong enough. The abutment is not strong enough. So they give the additional retention and prevents the dislodgement of the denture in such cases. And how they prevent the displacement of the distal extension denture bases? By functioning through lever action on the opposite side of the fulcrum line. Now what is the fulcrum line and what is an indirect retainer? We can discuss in detail in a separate video. So now let's see the last component of the cast partial denture. That is our denture base and the artificial teeth. So this is our denture base and the artificial teeth. The denture base is made up of acrylic resin and helps to distribute the forces acting on the denture on the entire residual ridge. So let's summarize all the components of the RPD. So first of all, we have the major connector that forms the framework of the cast partial denture and that connects one side of an arch to the another side of the arch. Then we have the minor connectors, these over here. These minor connectors, what they do is they connect the major connector to all the rest of the parts of the RPD. Then we have rests, these over here. These rests helps to distribute or dissipate occlusal forces along the long axis of the abutment tooth. And then to prevent the displacement of the cast partial denture, we have the direct retainer which have three components, that is the retentive arm, the rest and the reciprocal arm. The retentive arm, the rest and the reciprocal arm. And then we have the indirect retainers for additional retention in distal extension cases and also when the abutment is not strong enough. And then finally we have the denture base and the teeth. So that is all about the parts of a cast partial denture. You can also check our other videos on Kennedy's classification and the Applegate's rule for removable partial dentures. I hope you find these videos useful, and if you do, please show some love by giving it a big thumbs up and also share it with your friends to make their lives easier as well. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more such updates. See you until next time. Thank you.